So if you've got your test coming up in Wigston, or you just want to see some common junction types where students fail, then this video is definitely worth a watch. So we're going to run through some very typical tricky junctions that do cause some students to unfortunately fail their driving test at times. So we're going to start off on Dorset Avenue, which is a very popular road to come on at the beginning because the test centre is just around the corner, and you're going to most probably get asked to pull up on the left, maybe pull up on the right, or maybe even a parallel park on this road here.
So our Drive School of Motoring is supported by My First Insurance, brilliant insurance for under 25-year-olds. You get £50 off if you follow the link down below. They're a great company to work with, so click and find out.
Now there's a lot of activity on this road, a lot of parked cars, so just make sure that you're planning ahead. You've got your meeting and passing priorities sorted out and your clearance of the parked cars as well. Make sure you're giving at least a door width where possible of the parked cars. Now we'll be doing quite a few of these videos, so make sure that you like and subscribe to get notified of other common areas around Leicester and Wigston that I'll cover. So on to Gloucester Crescent now, and very similar to the previous road, just making sure that you are planning ahead, looking out for those parked cars, meeting and passing. But when we get to the end of this road down to Stonesby Avenue, this can be a very busy junction, and you need to make sure that you're taking your time in making a decision. You can sometimes at busy periods be waiting to pull out of this junction for quite a long time, and you need to make sure that you don't rush into an unsafe gap just because you've been waiting. Sometimes there is no safe gap available, and that's just the case. You must wait and make sure that you're only going to go and join the new road that's not going to affect any other road user. So shortly up here we're going to be taking a left onto Shackerdale Road. You could be continuing ahead on this road, but quite often we are asked to turn left here, and again you may be asked to pull up on the left, so making sure that unless you're given a specific place to pull up, you choose a safe, convenient and legal place, and no covering driveways, no opposite junctions, creating bottleneck spaces. Make sure that the space that you've chosen is suitable. So coming down to Shackerdale Junction now, and first of all, make sure that you stop behind the stop line. For some reason, students on this, the stop line isn't very visible. It does need to be repainted, but they drive right up to the studs, which is the pedestrian crossing at the lights, not the stop line. So make sure you don't go past that stop line if the light is red. Now we can see here that we do have some very faint but painted arrows on where to wait. So we see we've got our right arrow just here. Now make sure that you do make effective observations of oncoming traffic, and that you're not going to get in the way of anyone oncoming. So take your time, get into the safe position, make effective observations there. Now turning left onto Welford Road, and immediately we have a bus lane, and we must make sure that we're checking the times of these bus lanes. So this one is in operation only 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Friday, which means that it is usable for us and we must use it. The issue with not using the bus lane if it's available is that you could fail for your lane position, because if you're out in that right hand lane and you get undertaken by someone who uses the bus lane, then you're in the incorrect lane, unfortunately. So do make sure you're checking the bus times on the timetable. If it doesn't say any time, or it says at any time, don't use it. But if it's outside of the time shown, make sure that you use it as a normal lane. So another right turn here onto Chapel Lane, and we can even see there's a sign saying right turners beware of oncoming traffic, as there has been a few incidents here. So again, we've got clear markings on where to wait. We can see our right turn arrow marking on the floor. We've also potentially got a filter light that could tell us to go, but as we can see here, there's no oncoming traffic, so it's safe for us to just continue turning anyway. Now, another thing you must be looking out for in this city centre is the one-way systems. So as we turn in here, our first clue is that it's a singular broken white line all the way across. And then we see we've got our one-way sign with 20 miles an hour as well. If you've missed both of those clues, your third clue is that all the cars are facing the same way. And again, there's another clue. If you've missed those three clues when you get to the end, it is give way all the way across the giveaway lines. We've got 2 rows of broken lines all the way along. Now, my student missed this and got into the left position. If you're in your driving test, acknowledge it and say, I'm just going to turn left. And then you won't fail because you've still gone the correct way. But make sure whatever you do, you don't turn right from the left-hand side. Okay, onto this right turn junction here now on Ratcliffe Road. We're going to be turning right onto London Road. This one's a little bit trickier because there's not really any markings and the junction's quite small. You must make sure you come forward in position so that the traffic behind can still continue. You see where that ambulance has just gone through. Now, you must make sure, again, effective observations, even if this red car here has stopped the traffic behind, it won't stop a motorbike fitting through and continuing ahead. So make sure you edge forward, you double check it's definitely safe to turn before committing. So now we're heading down London Road and you need to make sure that you're being aware of potentially traffic pulling out or buses at bus stops. Make sure you're checking because they take priority if they're signalling out, and a lot of pedestrian crossings as well. So here we're turning right, third exit on this roundabout here, and it's a spiral roundabout with markings. So you must make sure that you do follow the markings and spiral out. So there's exit 1, you see the markings then start taking us away from the roundabout. Be careful of this traffic on the left cutting you up. Passing 2, spiralling out, exiting at 3. And take note of the speed limits on these roads. Assume 30 if you can't see otherwise, but this one does have signs for being 40 miles an hour. Now we're heading to the roundabout on Bullhead Street. We're turning right towards Wigston Town Centre, and again you just need to make sure that you're being disciplined with your lane markings on this roundabout because it spirals out very quickly. Here's exit 1 that we've passed, and you see as we come here it wants you to spiral out straight away over to the left hand side in this lane here to exit at 3. Make sure you don't stay on the inside and get caught out. If you do, just go around again and find that spiral position. Okay, so now we're heading into the town centre, so make sure we're steady. We see it's 20 miles an hour and lots of hazards anyway. So keeping an eye on pedestrians crossing the road, children, cars pulling out, all sorts that could go wrong here. And we're going to head down to the roundabout and we're going to turn right. Now before the roundabout there is a yellow box, so make sure that you can definitely clear that yellow box. You're not going to end up sitting in it. We need to keep those clear. Now it's flowing, so we're able to enter and turn right at this roundabout. Remembering that we can cross the oncoming traffic. Don't be hesitant in crossing traffic in front of you that's just continuing ahead. So now heading down on Elston Lane. We have a few zebra crossings along this road, so be very vigilant there. And we're going to take a right turn onto Exeter Road here, which is a very, very cluttered set of streets. Parked cars on both sides, some narrow roads and tight corners. So make sure you're really taking your time, keep your speed down and observations open. So after a few twisty turns and one-way street, we are now on Kingston Avenue, and at the end we're going to turn right. Now what's important to note here is that we do not fit in the central reservation, okay? So both ways are both flows of traffic, both ways must be clear for you to turn. This box in the middle here is for traffic on the left coming in to take a right turn. You do not fit in that box, so make sure that it is clear on both flows of traffic for you to turn right. Then out onto Leicester Road, which can be quite tricky with all the parked cars on the left because you don't quite fit in that left lane. So be careful of any cars that are looking to overtake you on your right and potentially squeezing through.
Thank you very much for watching.
Now, we love your comments, so if you've got any comments, leave them below.